This wedding is too tacky to keep track of.
The world's oldest teenager, Taylor Swift, and the former swirler, Travis Kelce, have reportedly tied the knot at Madison Square Garden.
Single women keep single women single. Yeah. She danced for Chris Brown, and Chris Brown danced for her.
He upgraded to a billionaire.
It does not look like a wedding.
You don't wait until the full moon ends just right after and get married.
Taylor Swift is a pick-me. Hear the song You Belong With Me.
Successful man gets married. People say he's winning in life. When Taylor Swift gets married, she's desperate for doing whatever it takes to keep a man.
Who she's always been, the pick-me girl who wants a man, who wants to show her all the attention, and she'll do whatever it takes to get there. That's what you're saying. Yes, she shut down New York. Yes, she shut down one of the busiest streets because she does not care. She was picked, and that's what matters. Her whole brand has been built off of being the girl next door that was never picked. She was always looked over. Now she's picked, and the pick-me is showing it off all across the world. So, yes, it's despicable to shut down an entire street and take up all the electricity when there are people who are literally dying due to lack of access to electricity and air and clean water. But it's not surprising because at the end of the day,
now you care?
She's doing what she's always shown us she is. Always been the pick-me girl who wants a man, who wants to show her all the attention, and she'll do whatever it takes to get there.
Imagine looking at one of the most accomplished women in the world and reducing her to she wants a man. That's not a hot take. That's a desperate one. When a successful man gets married, people say he's winning in life. When Taylor Swift gets married, she's desperate for doing whatever it takes to keep a man. Why the double standard? Taylor Swift has never hidden that love is important to her. Writes about it. He sings about it.
Sure,
Having a relationship doesn't erase everything Taylor Swift has accomplished. A pick-me is someone that tears down other women for male approval.
Thank you. Thank you, old timer. That's the real OG. He's not an OG. What do you call him? When you hit over 50s, he's just old, but still, I don't know how old he is. I'll call him OG. He's my OG, right? And he's laying the game down thick because these girls still don't understand what a pick-me is. A female that does things for the male approval, right? Not to get married. Like slorish things. Go against another girl. That's a pick-me. But continue, OG. Continue.
Show me where Taylor Swift has ever put another woman down. You can't because you made it up. Taylor Swift is a woman who has written her own music, broken industry standards, and built one of the biggest communities in the world. Somehow you think Taylor Swift's defining achievement is that she fell in love? You don't have to be a Swiftie. You don't have to like Taylor Swift's music. But reducing one of the most successful artists of our generation to she just wants a man says more about you than it does about Taylor. Do better.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're reducing her down because they're bitter, right? Take a look at it. That's what this video is about.
Now realizing that Taylor Swift is a pick-me. Did you guys not hear the song You Belong With Me? That was a whole pick-me anthem. Single-handedly raised the new generation of pick-me's. Y'all now realizing that she's a pick-me is insane.
Well, yeah, she's a pick-me. I'll correct myself, right? She's one of the girls saying, I'm over here. I'm a good girl. Pick me. Right? There's two versions. See, the version that they say, that's the version the men want. Men want those pick-me's, but the pick-me's like females like you, right? Championing feminism with pink hair, and you probably twirl like Nicki Minaj, I bet. Singing Nicki Minaj songs. I'm a monster. Right? She looks like it. That's what you look like right now. You know what's funny? I watched, what's that show? Wednesday over this last weekend, right? You know, on Netflix, you can watch the whole series. And who does she look like? She looks like Enid from from Wednesday. But the wild thing is, Enid, compared to you, is a little girl. Ah.
Just over. You don't wait until the full moon ends just right after and get married. And we're in a retrograde. I don't care if you signed a marriage license before the retrograde, Taylor.
Huh?
That astrologist, whoever you're talking to, the psychic making a bag off of you, I know she's making one of the biggest bags. Shout out to her, low key. She's scamming you. You should have waited at least 2 weeks after this full moon, even if you agreed to get married during a retrograde. Jesus, what did you do, Taylor? You did the wrong thing. You should have waited until after this retrograde. What you rushing? Nobody's listening to his podcast on the lowest key. I don't care where he is on the charts. Allegedly, it's fake numbers, but nobody's. He needs you. He's going to need you for a long time. You did not have to rush into this, Taylor. We just entered a retrograde. How dare you?
Man, do away with this, please. This right here, you know, we're in a retrograde on the third phase. Oh, I saw certain things about Taylor Swift saying she's not a power Pisces. I don't know what they said. It's ridiculous. And this here is a religion. And I gotta tell you something. She doesn't follow that. She may very well be a Christian. Even if she's acting like one, she still is pretending to be a Christian. I bet you are too. You ladies wonder why men are moving about the way we are, right? Because there's a reason you won't show your face. So I can't even see if it's written all over your face. But I don't think you hate her. But bringing, astrology on her, man, it's crazy.
Everything I have learned about Taylor Swift's wedding has been against my will. However, what I do want to mention is that it does not look like a wedding. It looks like a movie or, some sort of like filmed production. The props, like all these things that they brought in, if you've seen the clips of them like wheeling them out, and they're just like cheaply made. Like one thing looked like a bar and one thing looked, I don't know, like if you see the wall where the pictures are, like everything looks so cheap. It doesn't look like an actual wedding. I heard, I don't know if it's real or not, that like Adam Sandler was the officiant. Like none of this actually seems real. It seems like they were filming scenes for a movie, not having a wedding. The fact that it was at MSG is crazy. Like Penn Station right there is just like killing me. It's just killing me. You could have went down the street anywhere else and had like a beautiful wedding, and instead you did it in the garden, and it just doesn't quite make sense to me. For the amount of money that you spent to have it, for people to fly there, like you could have rented an island and not have this tacky ass Universal Studios, Disney, like sitcom looking production prop wedding. I'm just not understanding. It just does not seem real. I'm not even sure if the relationship is real, and I don't understand if anyone, and this is Googleable, but if anyone could explain to me why it's like just Ann T. What does that mean? I don't really keep up with her. I did see that Blake Lively wasn't there, which made me giggle, because Team Baldoni. However, I just while I'm sitting here and have nothing else to do but enjoy the sun, I'm gonna catch up on pop culture. If someone could explain that to me, just Ann T, what that means. And then also the whole thing with the one of those like favors, and it was like the embroidered napkin or whatever with her song lyrics on it. Did she actually walk down the aisle to one of her songs? That's just so classless. But that with the bangs, none of that really surprises me.
Been sussed out by Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It's always given like NFL is paying her to have this relationship. I don't know. She already has enough money. That sounds insane until my ex-boyfriend told me that the Madison Square Garden wedding on Kashi was at 1%. So people were betting on if they were going to get married or not and where they were going to get married. And Madison Square Garden was at 1%. And they got married at the Madison Square Garden. Y'all, like, I think they did that because of the bet, to be real. Like, I really do. Also, Madison Square Garden, like, that area is very, like, it's really dusty around there. I don't want to say why, but y'all, like, the reason why it's dusty could have got her caught up in, like, some tabloids and some craziness. But, like, it's dusty in that area, and it's your wedding. You want people to walk. I mean, I guess everyone was going through the back entrance, but I know they had to walk over a couple of, like, single bottles of Jack Daniels, empty bottles on the street to get in. You know what I mean? It's dirty in that area. It's dirty around Madison Square Garden. So it's like, I just, for your first marriage to be in Madison Square Garden with such a high profile relationship that people are already speculating on is PR, like me. They got paid like crazy. Like, they got, like, that bet was paying like 100 to the dollar. So imagine the type of money that the guest and them put in on that Kalshi bet. And it really just came down to how much money they could. Wow, that's actually very deplorable.
Track of, I swear. This wedding is too tacky to keep track of. I swear to God, because I made the video first and I was like, I got a comment saying, well, isn't that fake? Adam Sandler didn't officiate her wedding. And so I made a retraction. I was like, you know what? Probably wrong. You know, it can't be that tacky. It can't be that tacky that you have Adam Sandler in a Capri Sun sports suit officiating her wedding. I don't know about that aspect to it. But it is real. It is actually real. This is from USA Today. What do you mean Adam Sandler officiated your wedding? What? Of all the money is a waste of billionaires. It is a waste. And apparently, I saw in another article that he sang at Taylor. You know what? They have the same vocal range. Let me not even start. They shut down Madison Square Garden and all the surrounding blocks and traffic for what seems like a practical joke. It's all of this sounds like a prank. Like, if it's a prank, like, there has to be some money attached to it. There has to be like a Netflix special, a Disney special, or something.
Ace, right? And proceeded to have the audacity to say that her and Travis Kelce were a situation of right person, wrong time. It has been 4 years. What are we doing here? At this point, Taylor Swift might send a cease and desist letter on her, bro. Ridiculous. Did not pick you, and he settled, quote unquote, if that's even settling. He upgraded to a billionaire. What are we doing here, bro? It's so weird. It's in 2022.
Yeah. So that was then, and this is now. They were mad about that. And what you have is the brigade, right? Championing. They were championing because she was divesting. She got the white dial. They buco bucks. They said, man, there's a chance we can make it. That's what they were saying, right? There's a chance. All of them, and I'm not mad at them because I understand why they feel that way. But they want to feel like we have hope. Keep hope alive. And all he did was shot hope in the foot. I mean, how can she compare? And the lady said it, to someone that's worth $1 billion. No comparison at all. And also, she's white. We gotta keep real. That's what he's looking to marry, right? Looking to be with forever. You ladies were playtime. I know what's said, right? Those couples last longest only because you serve to those white men. But let's continue because this is the real issue.
I'm gonna do it again. Just got one quick question. Why do men always try to put their input somewhere it's not needed? Okay, I just want to know, because all I see in the comments is men talking about single women keep single women single. Bruh, shut up. Out here living every woman's dream. Yeah. She danced for Chris Brown and Chris Brown danced for her. I just wish y'all would learn your place. And half of us that's celebrating her doing that aren't single. And another reason we're celebrating like we're celebrating is because she is a brown skinned woman. Sister. Like, be for real. Be for real. Y'all just love to always put y'all 2 cents in and don't nobody ask for it. Look, just stay in a man's place. Stay in a man's place. This don't have nothing to do with y'all. Unless your name is Christopher Maurice Brown himself, I don't really too much care what y'all got to say on the topic. It's really irrelevant. We're celebrating Kayla Nicole. That was a win for her, okay? That was a win for my girl. She won for all of us girlies, okay?
So you're celebrating Kayla Nicole, right? But as far as we all know, I mean, we have to think about it. A man just left his wife for doing the same exact thing, right? This man left her. So now you got to understand this. You said men are chiming in the comments, all right? This man left his wife. So I think Travis Kelce lucked out. Look, we don't hate you ladies, but what are you championing? That's why the man said single woman, keep woman single. You all don't realize your downfall. It's a sad situation. And what am I talking about? Y'all all seen it. Like every guy watching right now under the sound of my voice saw the video. But you know what? Just in case you haven't, I'm going to share it right now. Exhibit A.
After allegedly spending over $20,000 on a VIP Chris Brown concert experience. A viral TikTok video has sparked.
Don't that look like the same thing that she just did with Chris Brown? I think Travis Kelce, you looked out, bro.
A heated debate online. The video claims the husband ended their relationship after seeing footage of his wife enjoying a VIP experience at a Chris Brown concert, where she even appeared on stage with him. The clip shows her smiling while Chris Brown performs behind her. Shortly afterward, her husband posted a video of himself putting her belongings outside and telling her to leave their home. The controversy grew after claims surfaced that she allegedly spent more than $20,000 from their shared savings on the concert experience. Many viewers sided with the husband, saying spending such a large amount of joint money without agreement was a major betrayal of trust in a marriage. Others argued that he should have dealt with the issue privately instead of sharing her belongings publicly. The story has divided social media users. Would you forgive your wife if she did something like this?
Single woman, keep woman single. You know who she could have been inspired by? I saw Kayla Nicole do it. I got my chance. I bet you when she probably saw Kayla Nicole with Chris Brown, he went through the roof in her mind. Single woman, keep woman single. That's what he was talking about.
The world's oldest teenager, Taylor Swift, and the former swirler, Travis Kelce, have reportedly tied the knot at Madison Square Garden. Everyone, please respect Taylor Swift's privacy as she shuts down MSG for her wedding, closing streets and coordinating enormous security operations, and inviting 1,000 guests to her circus. I just love how low-key she is with everything. Unlike Zendaya and Tom Holland, oh my God, that is a couple that will not stop inviting us into their relationship. Have a little couth, Zendaya. Furthermore, the blonde, untalented billionaire
You can't make this
clearly has the funds to be on some private island somewhere, but instead decides to rent out Madison Square Garden when it's 2,000 degrees outside and it's 4th of July weekend. Some of her fans even flew out to New York just to be in the same city as her when she gets married.
We're so excited to be here. We came all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas, just to celebrate Taylor's wedding.
That's why we came, for Taylor's wedding, and and the fireworks.
I'm here for Taylor's wedding.
And how far did you travel for that?
Oh, I traveled from Europe.
Can I ask you how much the flight was?
It was 700 euros. It's like 800.
I gotta pause it. Are y'all not realizing why I was done at MSG? She wanted to share it with the Swifties. You see that? Swiftie flew from Europe to NYC for Taylor and Travis' wedding. Guys, understand what she just did. There's a lot of Swifties out there. She shared the wedding with the Swifties. Come on now. You got to give her a hand clap. So she made a bunch of money, as you said. I see you ladies saying, oh, NFL must have sponsored. They probably did. Why? Because she sold it to the Swifties. And probably the Travis Kelce fans too. Come right on down to MSG. You can see it. You're a fan of me, a fan of her. Come on down. They did so. Don't hate though. Them getting married, it's like a business. That's even more profitable than Jay-Z and Beyonce when you think about it.
You are under spells, people. And other harsh commentators like myself are stating that this entire production is ridiculous, over the top, and most likely a money grab. If Beyonce and the rest of the guest list truly showed up, this might go down as one of the most star-studded weddings in entertainment history. Side note, I love that Blake Lively wasn't invited. Laugh out loud. People have been predicting that Taylor Swift is actually going to produce a documentary about her wedding and of course try to sell it back to her brainwashed fans. All in out, I guess a congratulations is in order for the happy couple that's definitely not PR. I'm betting $100 on 5 years before they get a divorce with at least one child. How long do you think this marriage is going to last? Let me know what you think in the comments. You're welcome. I love ya.
Been as tacky as, let me not say tacky. Some of what they're saying about Taylor Swift's wedding has to be a lie, right? And she's not going to speak up and say, yes, this is true. No, that's not true. Because then you have to like affirm or deny every little thing. But she and I are very different people because some of these accusations, I would be testifying before Congress in order to clear my name. A raffle? And having a bunch of money, it's often about freedom. And you could say, yeah, well, she freed herself from others' expectations. But I actually think that she used this money and reinforced the social prison that she is in. It's very clear that she considers herself to be kind of awkward, the odd one out, definitely like beloved by her fans, but not necessarily by her peers. So she's using her Boku bucks to prove a point, to invite hundreds of randos to both create and project this false sense of intimacy. But the reason to get your racks up is not to prove a point to others, it's to never have to prove a point again. Now you're on your honeymoon, sitting on your phone, getting upset because people aren't responding well to the leaks you probably planted. Money not well spent. A raffle?
Sorry. So Taylor Swift was recently saying that as long as you're talking about her album, whether it's good or bad, it's money in her pocket. That's not a thing anymore. Okay. So a little while ago, I did a video about how Donald Trump got billions of dollars in what is called earned media. Earned media is like the amount of press you get, the amount of eyeballs you get on an idea or a concept based off of something you've done to gain that media attention. Taylor Swift is a billionaire that is operating within the same industry she's operated within for the last 20 years. She has no need for earned media. All press is good press is generally a sentiment amongst people who are launching something who do not have the political or public presence to get that off the ground, to get people talking about it. That's who benefits the most from earned media. Donald Trump benefited from earned media as a billionaire because he was not within a political sphere at the time. Hillary Clinton boosting Donald Trump's political profile above his real estate profile was to center herself as the more tame choice. He garnered earned media from her. When you're already famous, when you're already operating in this sphere where you are at the top of your game or considered at the top of your game, it's not necessarily that people are talking about you that you have to consider. It's who amongst the people that are talking about you that you need to consider. Because the majority of the people that are talking that have had their voices elevated with this recent album are her own fans disappointed with her body of work, or at the very least acknowledging that she has grown out of their favor, which is a completely different ecosystem of discourse than just talking about something to talk about it. Because when the group of people talking about you have a basis in your own body of work and have enough knowledge.
So I understand what you're saying, but this right here, this video is not that, right? They're actually giving her shine. And if people were disappointed with her album, and that was the case, do this. You understand? Because you just made a video saying it was tacky, but she made content for her fans. Yeah, you can say her wedding was content, but you know what? Content is king, and she's laughing all the way to the bank. And what you ladies are doing for her is you're putting money in her pocket. Seriously, because as many people talk about her wedding, the more money goes in her pocket, the more eyes that goes towards the album, right back and forth watch. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I don't know why they can't let her go. She is not Kayla Nicole. Dancing at Chris Brown concerts to a female making hit songs and making billions, he chose the latter. See y'all later.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.